Welcome back to Hot Take Sports episode 112. We took a little week off, a little holiday for the boys, but we are back on the grind. Isaac, how are you today?
Good. Excited to be here.
Isaac saw me 3 times today. That's why his day was so good. Brady?
Well, he said it. I think he said it 4 times, but that's not the point.
Not important.
My day was pretty solid. Had a fairly easy course load today. Learned some Spanish. Learned I get Friday off next week from Spanish. So W. Well, when we go on a trip, they always cancel a class because the trips are never on the same day as a class.
I thought you were gonna say you had like a cool college for a second because you guys got Veterans Day off this week, but I guess not.
No, next Friday. Said.
Yeah, we don't technically get Veterans Day off either.
No,
we don't believe it.
Oh, you guys are both a bunch of communists then.
I guess. I mean, I don't have one of my classes on Friday, but that's because 2 of the professors in our department are going to see the one professor's parents, and they're in Wisconsin with a question mark.
Cheese.
Yep, that's.
They do have a lot of that there. Can confirm.
And it does squeak. Can confirm. You never heard that?
No.
Wisconsin cheese curds squeak
Interesting.
when you like bite them or rip them. Yeah,
That's true. You went to Wisconsin, so you know.
I do. And I'm not a cheese guy. And my heart rate is 88, 86, in case you guys were wondering, because it just randomly turned on.
Well, it's
Anyways.
going to go up because you're talking to Isaac and I.
That's a fact. I've had a good day. Chill day. Good day of basketball practice, coaching. Leo and I have been coaching. Leo's not here because we had to change our schedule around for basketball and stuff. But when he hops on nights, he should be back around for the most part.
Diciembre.
Yeah, that's Spanish. Clayton, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a long week. 2 exams. I was in charge of Air Force Lab this week. I have a brief tomorrow and a paper due. But you know what? We're almost done, almost there, and I get Friday off, unlike the rest of your communist colleges. So I will be enjoying a 3-day weekend this weekend.
You say Air Force Lab?
Yeah. That's part of doing it is from 6 to 9 every Tuesday morning. I have a lab.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, my first class is on Zoom, my second class is canceled, and my third one might just have to be mental health day. We'll see what happens, Professor Richardson.
You have 3 classes on Fridays.
Same.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, Tuesdays are my worst day. Lab from 8 to 10:45, second class 11 to 12:15. Awful. And then my hardest class of the semester from 12:30 to 1:45. So
That's
they're all
garbage.
one right after the other. And then I go home, eat, and go to basketball practice. Actually, yesterday I went home, ate, went and voted like a good American citizen, and then went to basketball practice.
America.
Did you guys all vote yesterday?
Yes.
Matt did.
I still haven't registered. I need to.
Hey,
Oh, goodness
pause.
gracious.
boo this man. Boo. Un-American. Boo.
Yeah, sue me.
Have you even signed up for the draft yet? Not that it matters, but
Yeah.
well, no, they can't draft him.
Yeah. He's the firstborn in the old.
Yeah. Is the draft rules always the same, or do they change?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, well, you're supposed to know. You're supposed to be our leader when we get there.
What? The draft literally doesn't apply to me. I volunteered.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna have to lead all the idiots that were drafted.
I was gonna say, I said, let's relax. The only idiot here that'll go is you. The rest of us are firstborn sons.
It is me. Yeah, but I don't know if firstborn son is always going to be the rule. Because, like, the one time we had a draft, it was, if you're in college, you don't have to go. I don't, so anybody who remembers what war that was? Leo would remember what
Vietnam.
yeah, sure. Vietnam War. Thank you. So, like, but that's probably not going to apply now because so many people go to college now. So,
On surviving sons. It's not firstborn sons, it's surviving sons. So Isaac might not be eligible, but Brady, you definitely could go.
Bro, they would look at my health record and be like,
oh, yeah, there's no
I'm
way
just
they're
gonna
taking
walk.
him. No,
Yeah, it
Blake's
depends on how down bad we are.
No, Blake's the only one they're taking.
Yeah.
He's in shambles right now, too.
Yeah, he's dosed too.
He looks at me today, he goes, I don't remember ever wanting to play basketball this bad, and I want to play. But his right arm, like, won't move.
Oh, yeah. He's dosed.
I'm like, what have you done? I'm like, well, at least you want to be here. I
What is AC doing?
I got in trouble at the end of practice today because Carson got the ball stolen from him by Trammell when he was bringing the ball down the floor. Easy transition layup. Dude did a crossover right into Trammell's knees, stole it, took it down, transition layup. Coach looks at me in the coach room afterwards. He goes, "What are you teaching them over there?" I'm like, "Coach, we have not done a single crossover, actual just right in front crossover when we've been over there. Not a single time. It's always between the legs, behind the back, or an in and out move because that's all you can use. That's all that works."
Yeah.
Nope. He goes down and brings the ball down. He has the ball waist high, crosses over to another waist high. Nope, never got there because the ball got ripped away and he was gone the other way. I'm like, have I taught you nothing? The answer is no. I haven't taught them anything. Let's talk professional sports. Isaac, you said
In
you had a
college.
question for us. What?
Yes.
What'd
I
you
said
say?
in college sports.
In college.
That's
Let's
true.
talk sports above the level of what I am at.
Yes.
Yes. So my first question
floor.
of the day.
Well, let
If
me go
you-
grab my BB gun. Anyways, go
Stop the blow darts.
No, I said bullet. Which I guess technically it's a pellet. We'll
Ooh.
don't worry about it.
Semantics.
I'll make it work.
So
Make it
if
work.
Big shot.
you had to go back in time and pick one sport event to watch, what would it be?
Just gonna get this out. Good question. One sporting event to go back and watch. Dang. That's a lot. Okay. To be in person for or just to watch?
In person.
Be in person for. Because you could do like Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game.
Mhm.
You could do Kobe's last game.
Be in person for Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals.
Yeah, Game 7, 2016. That's a good one
that's
too.
probably my
How
choice.
I thought
That's
of this question, I was on YouTube earlier.
The internet.
Yeah, I was on YouTube earlier, going through my YouTube. And the Ohio State championship games popped up on here, and I'm like, "Ooh, that would be a fun question to ask."
Yeah, I don't think I'd be choosing Ohio State.
The
No,
Game 6 of the 1948 World Series.
I assume the Indians
Yes.
won the World Series.
Yep.
Okay,
they
Yeah.
did.
that's a good one.
that's a good one.
Yeah, 2011 Cardinals World Series would have been a good one, or 2009.
I would sacrifice seeing none of my teams ever win a championship ever again to watch the Guardians win one. I really would.
Well, they were the Indians actually.
Well,
It's pretty easy
yeah,
for you to say that when your football team has won a crap load of them. Just saying.
I know. But I'd
Yeah.
still do it. My basketball team is 1-0 because they got Michael Jordan several times. Also, hilarious. Apparently, the Wi-Fi in the arena is titled "Jordan Pushed Off" because Pat McAfee visited and he was talking about it on a show today. And then the Utah Jazz admin posted a screenshot of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
That's such a hater thing to name your Wi-Fi. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, hold a grudge much? Oh my
Well,
gosh.
we also just played the Bulls the other night, so that could be part of it. But we were also in Chicago, so maybe not.
The Bulls are down bad enough. They don't need any other help.
Oh, they're better than my franchise, so that's what matters.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Because at least your team
No,
is
they're not.
young and supposed to be bad. They brought back 2 old guys and Zach LaVine, and we're like, yeah, let's have a last dance. And they suck.
Yeah, they're having the last dance in Cancun, all right.
Oh, they're gonna have the first dance in Cancun. They're gonna be out before
Oh, yeah.
Pistons and the Rockets.
If you told me that last year, I would have laughed in your face. But it's okay.
No,
I believe
that'd
it
be
now,
about right.
so.
Bulls are
The
bad.
Grizzlies did win a game. Okay. I just wanted to double check that. That's what I was
Yes, the
checking on my
Grizzlies-
phone right there.
Nobody is winless and nobody is undefeated.
Who did they beat? They beat somebody that they probably shouldn't have because they choked it.
I don't remember.
No,
It's a couple days ago. You could look it up. Man, I don't even know. I truly don't.
I think mine would be 2016 finals, game 7.
That's fair.
That's fair.
yeah.
Oh, I guess if I did a more current one, I'd probably do 28-3. Just so I could be there for it.
I was waiting for you to say the
Yeah.
28-3.
That's what I thought you would say right away, Brady.
I went with the preferred franchise.
I'm about to say if we're
That's
doing
fair.
current, I think that the Ohio State game championship game, like the first playoff.
That would be a good one too.
'Cause
Yeah, the Alabama game
I-
was so much fun. That first one.
Ohio
Oh,
State
yeah,
being the
Zeke
first
ran
ever.
all over people. He was
I wish you could do it now.
He's kind of washed.
I know.
And he found his way to New England.
It's unfortunate.
The Grizzlies beat the Blazers, by the way.
So the team they should beat.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
yeah.
Full
That's right,
strength,
'cause
You
they-
had a third string QB when we won it.
Cardale,
Oh, card the hell.
Mad
Cardale.
legend, Cardale Jones.
All right. You say so.
Yeah, he beat the hospital kid by like 90 points.
Yeah. You beat him by 100, so I mean
That's
That
true.
is true. Greatest game of Madden I've ever seen before in my life.
Then he woke me up at 1:30 a.m. Goes, "Oh, the rematch."
And then-
63-7 before halftime. Just so we're clear.
and you've never beat him since.
Also, that's not true. Also hilarious. I saw a
On
reel
the
today.
record, it's like
Oh, we're like
5 to like
I was
2.
gonna say, it's like we're like 500 at this point, but I saw a reel today. It was send this to somebody you own in Madden. I go, man, where was this years ago? Would have actually applied then. Now we're like at 500.
I think I'm gonna go with the Cruise first MLS Cup.
I like that.
Because that was
Good
02.
choice.
Or was 08.
Oh,
02
wait.
was when we won the Open
I
Cup. I
was gonna say, I looked at
think.
the wrong people.
Now I gotta look it up.
2008 and 2020 are their two titles.
Yes. What did you choose, Isaac? I'm sorry.
The Ohio State.
Yes, that's right. Ohio State Championship. Hey, in case you guys were wondering, Wikipedia is still not on the market.
Cool. That's crazy. Why you keep asking me to donate?
No comment.
And then my other
So-
All right, then, Brady.
my other question, since weed is currently getting passed in Ohio,
All right.
that's how I thought of this one.
That's terrifying.
I was right, by the way. They won the Open Cup in 2002.
So
2008.
Josh Gordon would be a Hall of Famer if weed was legal, right? Would you all agree with me with that?
Sure, he could be.
Yeah. Objectively
Why not?
speaking, yeah. He
Yeah.
led the league in receiving yards when, man, who would our quarterback in 2014 have been?
Exactly.
That was post Colt McCoy, I'm pretty sure. That might have
Johnny
been the Brandon
Manziel.
Whedon years.
It might have been,
I thought Johnny Manziel was after that.
but he
14,
always
15
got
is about right.
suspended for weed, and he was dominant when he was on the field.
It's true.
He could just never stay off the suspended list because he kept smoking weed.
That's true. That's top two in my New England Patriots troubled wide receiver acquisitions. He was on the team longer than AB.
You guys really tried, huh?
We traded a seventh round pick for Josh Gordon, and he was actually decent for like 4 weeks, and then he just gone.
You guys really refuse to draft a wide receiver, huh?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, we just wait till everybody gets suspended, buy low, and just continue to bury their careers.
And eventually they ended up with Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, I'd take Scotty Miller.
You
I
heard
knew
it,
you'd
folks.
come around. I
He
knew you'd
admitted
come
it.
around.
It's painful football, man.
There's no reason. I told you that years ago. There's no reason he couldn't be wide receiver 1 on that team.
The rumors are starting to swirl that if we lose in Frankfurt this week, Bill Belichick's parking spot will be gone by the time they get back. Which I don't know if I believe it, but that's what's swirling.
who are you guys playing in Frankfurt?
Indy.
The only
You're
team that
losing.
plays in Frankfurt.
Yeah, I know, Isaac.
Timberwolves are wearing their 1989 throwbacks today with their throwback court.
Elite, but
So
I
excited.
need them to wear a jersey with something from the Timberwolves Brazil account on it. All right.
I need you to get off this podcast.
Well, speaking of the NBA, should we just stay there then?
Let's
Might as
stay
well.
there. What do you want to talk about?
The Cavs are
Injured.
injured.
Donovan Mitchell.
That's literally the only word to describe it. They
We're
have they
getting
played it.
Back to help.
Have they played a game with their full roster yet
Yeah.
though?
We've
What?
played. No, we played two or three.
2 or 3. According to Isaac. At least one.
I'm gonna check it.
Not that many, but
Not
we're
enough.
doing fine considering all the circumstances. We just need to get healthy, which isn't what you want to be saying like less than 10 games into the season. But
I mean, you'd rather say it 10 games in than 10 games left though.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
But they are 3-4 to start, but it's a long season. So,
yeah, and not having important guys already not playing is not ideal. So
Isaac Okoro didn't play against the Warriors, which you guys beat the Warriors for the first time in the regular season since 2015.
Yeah,
So that was
that was a fun game to watch. I watched
that was a really fun game to watch. Yeah,
basically everyone played in the Indy game.
yeah, Indy.
Yeah, because all the only injury on here is Ty Jerome, and he doesn't count.
So. I would count Golden State because
no, Isaac Okoro was out.
He's a bench player though.
Doesn't matter. He's still in the main rotation for your team. He had like a 30 piece already this year.
That's true. I always forget about that.
Yeah, what do you think you're doing? And then Garland was out versus the Knicks the second time.
Yeah.
Did Mitchell miss the first time? Nope.
No.
Allen, Garland, and LeVert missed the first game. So yeah. So you guys have played one fully healthy game with your whole rotation this year.
Yeah. So they just need to get healthy. What was the play I saw last week? Max Strus showed up in the Golden State game.
That's Isaac's favorite player.
I just want to shout him out.
Strus had the game of his career in his first game with the wine and gold. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Bro had a double-double, made like 6 or 7 threes.
He had a really gnarly looking dunk too. It was awesome.
I didn't even know Max Strus could dunk.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. So
y'all got the Tubby twins going over there. Freaking George Niang and Max Strus.
Heck yeah, man.
Ultimate dad bod.
Bro, Niang looks like worse than when Harden was coming back for Houston camps. I mean,
he looks like you guys remember Pete Alonso coming out of COVID?
Fake.
You guys remember Pete Alonso coming out of COVID?
Yeah, but Pete Alonso's always been big and beefy.
But Pete Alonso was
but he took Polar Bear to a new level on that one.
Wait, what hibernation?
He was a large man, to say the least, coming out of COVID.
Yeah, he's just jacked now.
Yeah.
Matt?
He's also trash in the home run derby this league.
I know. He fell off hard.
Yeah,
Aggressively.
He falling off in his own competition.
How are the Timberwolves?
Oh, the Timberwolves are riding so high right now, which is sad because we'll probably lose to the Pelicans tonight. It'll all come crashing down. But we are currently the best defense in the league, and we are the only teams to beat either the Nuggets or the Celtics this year.
What a concept.
We have 3 total wins, 3 total wins, and 2 of them are against the best team in either conference. We held.
What do you mean? They haven't beat the Cavs.
So, anyways, the Celtics' offensive scoring was over 126 points per game, and we held them to 101 in regulation. And I don't know if you guys saw any of the highlights from that game. Like Anthony Edwards hit 3 straight shots in overtime. It was beautiful to watch.
I don't associate myself with dirty players.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
I think I played him fancy.
Here's a girl that lost to the Hawks and the Raptors. That's wild.
Yeah, and the Raptors was night 1, and the Hawks we blew a 20-plus point lead.
Because DeJounte Murray remembered how to play basketball.
Yes, because DeJounte Murray put 40 on us.
Oh, you beat the Heat, the Nuggets, the Celtics, and the low league Utah Jazz.
Yes, we beat the Heat in general soreness because Jimmy Butler has refused to play the Timberwolves for like 3 years straight. Bro has sat out every single time they're supposed to play.
Scared.
He's scared. He doesn't want it. Jimmy's not that guy.
Don't let him take the L's to your franchise, I suppose.
But anyways, as far as overreactions go, Karl-Anthony Towns needs to go. Never thought I'd say that. But 7 points, 7 turnovers, and 6 fouls. Not a good stat line.
The Knicks.
That's fine. We'll take any of their semi-young pieces.
The Knicks don't deserve to have anyone good. Trade him somewhere else.
Well, he's been kind of bad.
Anywhere but the
now,
Knicks.
Advanced stats-wise, he's looked good. And the Rudy and Cat duo has looked good. But, oh man, he cannot pass the eye test. He looks awful out there.
Just the
eye test is the most important test.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cat looks awful right now. He has had a couple pretty good games, but yeah, it has not been good.
He'll be at the trade deadline.
We'll see what happens.
That's a lot of people are saying.
Yeah. And we have a lot of money on our payroll. So
I wonder who
Interesting
takes up
season.
most of that.
It's Rudy, by the way.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. He's on a supermax that the Jazz were stupid enough to give him, and then we were stupid enough to take it for them. And then Cat is also on a supermax, and then Ant is on a supermax rookie extension, or a max rookie extension, whatever it is. And then Jaden also got a decent amount of money too. So yeah, we're expensive, but we're playing well. And for some reason, all the projections have us like top 3 in the West right now, which isn't happening, but it's fun to say that it's there.
See,
Hey, wishful thinking is not a bad thing.
my team only gives large sums of money
Blind
to
faith is though.
former Cavs
All right.
players. Because there are only 3 players off the top of my head that have like 3-year or longer contracts, and they're Markkanen, Sexton, and Clarkson. All former Cavs.
All you guys just taking their scraps like
I'd argue Markkanen's better now than when he was in Cleveland. But the other 2, yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more.
I liked Markkanen in Cleveland. I liked those 3-7 footers.
It still blows my mind that he was successful in playing the 3 over there.
That was so funny to watch, dude. I watched the 3 of them played when I saw them play in Detroit that one time. The only person who didn't play was DG.
Yeah, you had to watch Brandon Goodwin again.
Moving on.
He tore
I watched
the
the whole time
Timberwolves
today.
up when we went to the Cleveland game. That was the best.
Yeah, he
part.
did.
He had
Yeah.
double-digit assists in that game.
Yeah.
I went to 2 Cavs games in the span of a week, and Brandon freaking Goodwin played in both of them.
Don't worry, watch Garland draft 51 last year.
Yep, but you still took the L.
Yeah, whatever. Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen.
Not my problem.
We'll show you this year.
There's
When
a
we
good
get-
chance of that.
Yeah.
We might be the only team in the league that can. Us and the Celtics and maybe the Nuggets are probably the only teams in the league that can fight with your height.
I would definitely say the Nuggets.
If you guys are bad,
All right, yeah. I mean, he's not. He's
no,
not
you're right.
wrong.
You guys do it. Walker Kessler and Laurie Markkinen. Yeah, you guys could probably compete with it too. You guys just don't compete
Lose.
anywhere else.
We'll lose by a lot, but
Yeah, THT's your starting point guard. So,
averaging 6+ assists per game.
That's pretty
Tremendous.
have you guys seen the stat on Mike Conley this year?
good. No.
No,
Mm-mm.
He had a turnover in the first minute of the first game of the season and hasn't turned the ball over since.
Really?
His assist to turnover ratio right now is 26-1.
that's impressive. Honestly,
That's
In
insane.
5 games, he's had 1 turnover, and it was like 43 seconds into the season. Like, what are the odds of that? It's like, Mike Conley lost it. No, just kidding.
just kidding. Here we go. Basketball.
Old man Mike, Minnesota Mike.
I miss.
I don't blame you. You know who I don't miss? D'Angelo Russell.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
No offense to him, but
Is it part of the reason you picked to like the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell?
Yes.
yeah, because he's an Ohio State grad. But we traded him for Mike Conley,
So
Okay.
also an Ohio State grad. So
Yeah.
it rolls
All
over.
right.
Yeah. I still like D'Angelo Russell. He just doesn't know how to be a backup or to be a role player.
speaking of Ohio State grads, where is Kata Bates Diop right now?
The Suns bench,
I think
Actually, I
so.
think you're right.
unless he got cut.
And Ohio State go Jay Sean Tate riding the pine in Houston.
Yes, sir. Well, let me see. Roster. Devin Booker's still out. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yep, he's still there.
But he's
Kate
going to be
Bates, yeah.
MVP rim terror of the league this year.
Kata Bates Diop or Devin Booker?
He's talking about Booker.
Well, no, I was talking about Keita Bates Diop, but I guess Devin Booker could do that too.
Yeah, that's right. They get dunked on. Yeah. Thank you, good.
Oh, and Rip Jamal Murray came out today that he's going to be out for probably the rest of the month with a hamstring issue.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
At least it's now, not when they're making another playoff push.
Yeah. They don't need him that bad.
No,
They
They'll be
have
fine.
Joker.
they
Oh,
have
since
to
we're in
have
basketball,
that back.
overreaction, the Bowling Green State University Falcons will finish at least second in the MAC tournament this year.
What sport?
Basketball,
Okay.
Which
men's and
which
women's.
one?
both.
All right.
They
They
both
like-
got new coaches and they're both 1-0. They both kicked off Monday and Tuesday.
Nice.
So
Looking hot take.
You know who's not want to know college basketball?
Probably
Michigan
Boston.
State.
Oh, that also happened.
No, actually, our college season starts tonight.
Hmm.
10 minutes ago.
And you don't have to be there.
W.
That was the most depressing high five I think I've ever been a part of.
Well, mine were already almost at max reach, so.
Bro said, sorry
Shut
guys,
up.
my arms are already at max reach.
Look, I set up, it's still the same spot.
It's not.
Actually, it might be.
Because my hand was here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, that sucked too. All right. Well, we just
I was really surprised.
oh, that's so aggressive.
I couldn't decide if he was gonna smack my hand or dap me up.
I was confused too.
Oh,
I knew he wasn't gonna be nice to me.
Well, that's never gonna happen.
Who let him on this podcast today? Who let him in our house? We should have.
You did. He couldn't remember the passcode, and you opened it for him. And the house code.
also, speaking of Bowling Green athletics, BGSU football has a chance to do something that nobody thought they could do tonight.
Beat Kent State.
No.
Win a
Well, yes,
football
but
game.
no. They could be bowl eligible today.
What?
Yeah.
with the Connor
They're 5
Van
and 4.
They're
And
going to be
Kent
bowl
is-
eligible because Kent State isn't very good this year.
Say
Kent
so.
State's 1-8.
Yeah, they're not very good.
Is
this
that
year
better
at
or
all.
worse than Akron?
Worse.
That's worse.
Wow.
Akron beat Kent this year.
Akron beating them.
You're currently losing, by the way.
Are we?
Yeah, they just did a field goal.
Ah,
Actually,
well. Happens to the best of us.
yeah.
But they won a good game against Ball State last week. And if they win today, they could become bowl eligible. So shout out to the boys. They looked like hot garbage against OU, and I was like, well, this is just gonna be the worst season of BG football while I'm in college, but not happened yet. So
Hey, you still
hopefully
have
they'll
one more
figure it
chance.
out.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Another college football development. Did you guys see what the newest development, the Michigan sign stealing thing?
Yep.
Didn't they like throw it back at other schools or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they threw it back at OSU, Purdue, and Rutgers for sharing their signals.
What?
They really hit him with the Uno reverse.
Yeah. So no, we didn't take them. You gave them to us. What? What do you mean?
Oh, there's also another picture going around of Stallions on the Georgia sideline while they're playing Ohio State.
Hey man,
Crazy.
the Michigan Manifesto stops. No.
They were on.
I
Clayton,
don't know what
you-
that means, but all right.
Clayton, you at least know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. Yes.
Connor Stallions is like an 800-page document of how Michigan
Yep.
football is going to take over college football.
Yep.
Multiple hundreds of pages. He worked on it every day.
Yes,
Yep.
they're literally calling it the Michigan Manifesto.
This guy's nuts.
Exactly,
Oh my gosh.
bro. Literally,
Maybe he did get
Elaborate.
reimbursed for all those tickets. Maybe he did it on his own.
he might have. He was. I guess he was just sitting there waiting for Harbaugh to finally leave, but clearly he got caught first.
Oh. He was waiting to be the next guy.
Yeah. So he and his 19,000-page manifesto could take over college football.
I hate that so much.
But it's true and it's really funny.
Yep.
Michigan football, everybody.
You know, we really gotta
Losers.
start, especially if we take a week off, we really gotta start making like a list of stuff that happened in sports.
Yeah.
We do. Because like we've got 7 minutes left on the Zoom, so we got time.
Yeah.
But like we haven't talked about the World Series yet.
That's fine.
No.
We also haven't talked about the Harden trade.
No.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
James Harden went to the Cavs, ladies and gentlemen. News
Close.
breaking live.
What was the return package?
$5 and an ice cream sandwich.
Too much. You lost the trade.
I was gonna say that's basically what the Clippers gave away. I don't even remember what all they gave away. To be honest, it was a bunch of role players,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
didn't
it
give up
wasn't
Terrence Mann,
anything.
and it was like 2 pick swap, like a pick and 2 pick swaps.
The
or
only
something
one I
like
can
that.
name off the top of my head is Rocco. I'm looking.
Yeah. But I mean, if you even just look at the stat sheets of any Sixers game, you will see that they are just fine without Harden because they have Tyrese Maxey and he is amazing.
So this post doesn't say what the pick swaps or draft picks are, but the Clippers got James Harden, PJ Tucker, and Philip Petrusev, who they already traded.
Yes, and somebody requested to be in the trade.
Furkan Korkmaz.
Yes, Korkmaz requested to
Yeah,
be in.
that's not a real name.
Both the GMs said no.
Yeah, literally. The Sixers got back Marcus Morris, Nick Batum,
Marcus Morris, who
Rocco.
hasn't played a minute yet this year, just so you guys know.
Yeah,
Nick Batum
Rocco.
hasn't played.
KJ
No,
Martin.
Batum has played.
Oh,
Marcus Morris
I was gonna say, and this freaking
Kenny Martin Jr.
Yeah.
Sherblurb Derblurb has played, whatever the heck his name was. You guys sent that name in the group chat, and I was like, that's not real.
Furkan.
That's not real.
Korkmaz. Yeah, he was the other big awkward guy next to Georges and Yang for the Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
the
real.
biggest
matter.
part of the trade is that the Thunder got more first round picks out of it.
Which is so pointless. They literally don't want any more first round picks if they were smart.
But they're
You can do it.
still trading for them.
Yeah, but they don't need them.
They literally could take a handful of them
Bruh.
and go say, "Hey, who wants them for like?"
Who's an
MVP?
upset superstar?
Yep. Here you go.
All of the
Here's-
above. They're
8
all a
first-
bunch of babies. I'll tell you what.
They have a
They can
could
have
tra-
Cat.
they could trade for a whole big three if they really wanted
They
to.
can have
Yeah.
Cat. We will
They
take
could
4 first round picks for Cat
they could trade for a whole big three
and give us
and just
like
send it out there.
the other J Dub or something like that. Not
Yeah.
not the really good J Dub.
Yes,
the
please
kind of
split
good
them up.
J-Dub.
Them being on the same team is painful.
I kind of like them being on the same team though. It's funny.
But somebody was, I don't even know how it got prompted, but somebody asked Kevin Durant about about what he does on 2K. He goes, "Yeah, I go on GM mode and I take the Sam Prestier out. I'll be stacking them draft picks."
Hey man, get assets and flip them.
Yeah, I was
What you
like
supposed to do?
GM KD, here it comes.
Ain't nobody playing 2K anymore.
Right, like KD does. But yeah, you're right.
You just said he goes into my GM.
All right, that's fair.
It basically
Anyway,
doesn't count.
Oh, big piece of NBA news. Matt, you guys play the Pelicans tonight, right?
We do.
You might win. Zion's not playing. You know why?
Oh no, why?
He's having a daughter today. He is missing the game because his daughter's being born.
Oh, good for him.
is
It's
this
not
Good
gonna
for y'all.
be
Good for
this
you.
time.
hold up,
Is that the
hold
one
up.
with the porn star?
I was gonna say, is this an actual daughter, or is this a supposed Mariah Mills scam daughter?
Hopefully both.
What?
On the same day? Okay.
I mean, it
I
could,
didn't stutter.
So you and your half sister were actually born on the same day. Kind of weird, yeah.
no, you're twins. Don't let him lie to you. You're just twins.
You actually have the same mom, but you don't have the same mom. Ready, break.
You actually have
All
two.
right.
I don't know how that works, but anyway,
Zion. Anyway,
did you guys know that Derek White has missed 2 basketball games since he's been with the Celtics?
Really?
2
Since he's
total
been with the
basketball games.
Celtics?
What?
Since he's been with the Celtics, 2 total.
Yep. 1 for the birth of his first daughter, and 1 for the birth of his second daughter.
Zion's there taking notes.
Frozen Iron Man plays every day. Yeah, because he missed the Timberwolves game for the birth of his daughter.
What a guy.
You know,
Shout
the
to Derek
real
White
Iron
for
Man is
letting us win the game.
Ball Derek White up here handing out W's.
Old Derek White's a bad man right now, dude.
He'd be like that though.
He's hitting every shot
Derek White.
he'll cool off. Don't worry.
and playing
Not
defense.
worried.
Crazy.
Clayton,
What?
Defense
if
looking
the
cool.
MVP race was Derek White and Devin Booker, who would you vote for?
Derek White.
All right, good. Just so we're on the same page.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're both wrong, but
You're wrong. How about that? I'd vote for Lamar Stevens out of those 2.
does Lamar Stevens doesn't even get minutes
What about it?
Is he actually still on the team?
Yeah.
on the Celtics. Yeah.
So the
And did-
Celtics.
I
As
didn't
long
know
as I
if he was
don't
in
go
Canada or
watch
not.
the Celtics play, this will be the first NBA basketball game I've ever been to where I don't watch Lamar Stevens start.
That's gonna be a sad day for you.
I will cry the entire way there during the game and the entire way back.
Not Clayton. You're gonna get a notification 2 hours before game time. This breaking news: Lamar Stevens has been traded to the Cavs. You walk in and it goes
For Darius Garland, straight up.
For Darius Garland. Whoa.
I don't
Nobody's
know.
been playing Duke.
That'd be the end of the fandom.
That would be the end of me watching sports. I would leave the chat without anything. I would cut all of my players in fantasy football, leave that group chat. I would burn any piece of sports gear I still own.
And moving to Scandinavia.
What? Oh no, that's
Nah,
not
Djibouti.
remote enough. I need to move to like Antarctica or something.
Quite Djibouti.
What? Nah, that's too close.
Too
I,
obvious.
I would just go join the Nuggets real quick in their fandom.
That is so bandwagon.
I have to remember who we're talking to. He's the Lions fan.
But you're. All right.
I was gonna say, but you.
But you're the Patriots.
I didn't
You
know
were a
that.
Lions fan when they were bad.
In my defense, I didn't know they were good when I signed on.
Sure you did.
Sure, you didn't.
8-year-old
Brady.
surfing Google, okay? I
Bro
didn't
didn't
know.
know that the first number was the wins and the second number was the losses. He just
Nah.
saw that there was an 8 next to a 0 and was like, his name's Brady.
Yeah.
That's about what he sounded like, dude.
At that point, yeah, honestly, probably.
What do you mean sounded like? Sounds.
Sounds. No, he's hit puberty a little.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for
Well, before we move on to the NFL, we have less than a minute left, so make sure to listen to this ad read, and we will be right back.
So as you know, we are Hot Take Sports. So we enjoy sports in general. Brady, what was your favorite sporting event you've ever been to?
I would have to say probably the playoff game between the Guardians and the Yankees at the end of last season in the playoffs.
Oh, good one. Isaac?
Browns Bills.
That's Bills. Leo?
God, my favorite one was this Crew home opener this year, being front row, witnessing the magic of Lucas Zelleran.
Great time with the boys. Clayton?
One of my personal favorites from the last year was my dad and I went to Milwaukee to watch the Dodgers play the Brewers. Got a new stadium off the list, sat first row right field. Sweet.
Nice. Home run ball?
Over me. I watched Freddie Freeman hit one directly over my head.
So
And
cool.
Mookie Betts played catch right next to me, so that was kind of cool.
That's sweet.
Got on
That's
ESPN.
Right, you were on ESPN.
That is true.
We, as a group, went to a Timberwolves Cavaliers game in Cleveland earlier this year, so that was super fun. And you know what every single one of those events has in common?
What would that be, Matt?
We used code HTS at SeatGeek to get $20 off our purchase.
Exactly. There's nothing better than saving money and supporting your favorite content creators, being Hot Take Sports. Make sure to use code HTS next time you check out at SeatGeek. Tickets not only for sporting events, but concerts, comedy shows, really anything that requires tickets. Summer is coming. All of your favorite events are coming up this summer, so make sure to use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase.
While we were on break, the Bowling Green State University Falcons did score a touchdown, currently up 7-3 on
Nice,
the
nice,
State
nice.
Golden Flashes.
Love you. And not that it means anything, because you guys won't see this tonight. But Devin Booker is making his debut tonight for the Suns. So that's
Wrong.
Had he not played yet?
Bradley Beal. Not Devin
Ding,
Booker.
ding, ding.
Why'd you both do that?
I didn't. Only he did.
The first time.
Oh. I didn't think he would do it. He doesn't usually talk. But
I
now
wasn't
he's
ready
scared
for
of you. So.
Sure.
Yeah, Clayton, this
You
man,
almost scared me.
plays TikTok with a stupid sound, so Matt would use airsoft gun. Isaac literally got a running start, bull rushed me, and ran and hid my bathroom from him.
And then
He
they were-
tried to hide behind the
And then
door.
they were both very suspectly rustling around in Brady's bathroom for a while. I don't know what the
Well,
heck
I'm
was
just
happening in there.
He
But
kept closing the door, trying to reopen the door, and I keep yelling, "Get out!" And he goes,
Well, I would be lying if I said I was surprised. So
then Matt shot one off the door. I go, "See, Isaac, it didn't even hurt."
I
Matt, you should have just unloaded the clip.
I should just banging it off the door. That would have been so funny.
Nah, he actually bull rushed me. I was like,
But then Brady would have to clean it up, and I'd feel a little bad. So
Eh.
because I'm not cleaning anything in that bathroom. Because if I clean one thing, I'm gonna try to clean it all, and there's no way you can clean it all.
Oh no way! That's a war zone right now.
fun fact, I did
Chernobyl Part 2.
yesterday.
Wow, what does most of it mean?
I just got to do a love test. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Blue, actually.
Clean to you or clean to me?
I mean, I have stuff sitting on the sink from when I got ready this morning, but
Let's get back to sports. All right, we're not talking about this isn't a bathroom cleaning podcast.
this is a cleaning podcast.
Wow.
Speaking of cleaning,
If somebody
are the Patriots going to clean house and sell literally everything they have?
that was creative as fuck.
It was.
Ah, dang it. That was creative as crap.
Yeah, it was creative. We can't until after week 18, so
What?
I mean, you
Oh,
kind
that's
of.
right. Trade deadline's already passed, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I'm
Hey,
with
you know who-
kind of clean house right now.
you know who did clean house? The Las Vegas Raiders.
Coaching house.
Yeah, and they benched Jimmy G.
And their GM.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
And then wouldn't you know it? They won a football game.
and then they ripped victory cigars like a menace.
They ripped cigars and other stuff.
Yeah,
Led by Mac product himself, Max Crosby.
Mad Max is a dog.
Mac product. Made in the Mac.
who else was made in the Matt Clayton?
Everybody.
Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller was made in the Mac.
Super Bowl champion. Scotty.
Yeah, put some respect on his name, Richard.
Man, my team could use his postseason experience right about now. Not that we're gonna sniff it this year, but that's not the point.
So I sent this into the group chat. We could start with this before we transition to fantasy and our teams. I sent this into the group chat this week, and I want to see what everybody thinks. So the first one, we're talking about overreactions today, right? Not an overreaction. CJ Stroud is an MVP candidate and will be for years to come.
Man, I'd say overreaction for this year, but I can definitely see him being a candidate going down the line.
Not overreaction. He's
Yeah.
balling.
It's half and half. It's an overreaction to call him an MVP candidate this year. He's obviously run away with Rookie of the Year since Puka Nacua is not much of a contributor with Cooper Kupp back and then Matt Stafford both out. And Bijan's the only other person that was in the race, and he's been
Bijan,
very.
The Falcons have no idea
Cool.
how to use any of the offensive pieces they draft. So
Oh yeah, I mean Kyle Pitts super hyped up, nothing. Bijan Robinson super hyped up, nothing. So and who they drafted quarterback? I don't remember his name. Bench for Taylor Heineke. Doesn't matter. Desmond
Ritter.
Cincinnati product washed. Anyway,
Who else
I
was
think
benched?
that's a little bit of an overreaction. I don't know why ESPN Plus is calling this not an overreaction. Yeah, he had a great game, but I don't know if that makes him an MVP.
So idiots like us will talk about it.
Yeah. He did in fact look
Yeah.
like him though. I will admit that.
He was crazy this week. That's true. What do you have? 5 touchdowns, 470
470 yards.
470 and 5. I felt really bad for Baker Mayfield. He was down. They had like a minute 40 left. He marched down the field and they ended up scoring a touchdown. And then their defense sold at the end of the game.
Yeah, they just
No,
went too
CJ
fast.
Stroud said, "Hold my beer."
He's barely even old enough to
I'd
drink
say
it.
is he old enough for that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I found out today that I didn't know? Victor Wembanyama is younger than all of us.
Bro was born in 2004.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that till today.
Yeah.
But another one, not an overreaction. The Dolphins will flame out in the playoffs because they can't beat good teams.
Interesting fact. CJ Stroud is exactly a year older than our very own James Leo Miracle. October 3rd, 2001.
Nice.
So, Leo, you share a birthday with one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. How does it make you feel?
Well, guess we'll never know.
All right, good talk.
Like I said that to Matt the other day, and he was like, "What?" But I was going back over the stats. The Dolphins average 39.5 points per game against teams with losing records, and 17 points per game against teams with winning records. So it really
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
You can beat up on bad teams, but if you can't beat good teams, it doesn't matter.
yeah. They're still.
Hey, that's how you make the playoffs, though.
In the Bills, though.
Take care of who you're supposed to beat. That's definitely
Another one. The Giants will select a quarterback in the first round of next year's draft.
Yeah, they will.
That's not an overreaction.
No, they will.
No, there are a bunch of Giants fans that have been making goodbye videos because they think the torn ACL is it for Daniel Jones in New York.
Dang,
It
that's
could
crazy.
be.
It could
They
be.
still have him for another 3 years.
Not with medicine today and the contract they just gave him.
Yeah, well, it's guaranteed $42 million next year. But
Yeah.
all of that's guaranteed. Like last year aren't fully guaranteed, but
Would
next
you guys rather have a healthy Daniel Jones or a healthy Deshaun Watson at quarterback?
healthy Deshaun Watson. That's not even a question.
not-
Have we
question.
seen a healthy Deshaun Watson yet?
Beats me, dude. I don't know.
Pre-scandal Deshaun Watson was good.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, it
preseason,
was.
Deshaun Watson was a top 5 quarterback. He was competing with Lamar.
Exactly.
I mean,
Speaking of Lamar, the Ravens will be the number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs.
No.
Not
no
overreaction.
Number 2.
I think it's an overreaction purely because that AFC North division just beats up on each other so much.
I'm excited.
Every team, if the season ended today, every team would be in the playoffs.
They're
Yeah,
all
exactly.
above 500.
Yeah,
too,
everybody's
right now.
5-3.
Ridiculous.
The 3 are 5-3,
And
right?
this is a
And
big
the-
boy.
Yeah,
Ravens
us
are
3 are
big.
5-3, and then the Ravens are 7-2.
The Steelers don't deserve it. They've been outgained by 790 yards across 8 games and still have a winning record.
Chris
Like
Tomlin's
Tomlin.
him, man.
I was complaining to my
Tomlin.
dad earlier
Chris
today.
Tomlin.
I think that one of my biggest pet peeves in all of sports is people who like the Cavs and the Guardians but like the Steelers. Yeah, Bechtel, I'm talking to you if you're listening to this. Yeah,
Yeah, that's such
those
a
people annoy
psychopathic,
the crap out of me.
Well, but is it as bad as liking the Penguins, the Bulls, and the Tigers and the Steelers?
What? No, that's arguably
Penguins,
just as bad.
Bulls. What was the next one?
Tigers and Steelers.
Tigers and Steelers.
Yeah.
And he works for the Pistons?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Actually, he works for the Motor City Cruise. It's the
Yeah.
G.
It's the G League.
Shout
But yeah, that irritates the crap out of me. People who refuse to cheer for the Browns but will suck it up for the Guards and the Cavs. Anyway, the last one, the NFC race is over. The NFC East race is over, and the Eagles have won it. Overreaction or no?
I would say
No.
overreaction.
No. How are the Cowboys going to catch them now? They're now, because that was
they
the
should-
Cowboys' third loss, right?
Yeah.
So they're now 2 losses behind and don't have the tiebreaker right now.
But they still play them again, though.
Yeah, but who's beating the Eagles right now?
Nobody.
That is true.
I mean, here,
The Eagles are the
I'll
best
look at
team
their
in
schedule.
football right now. The Eagles-
Fluke. Don't even.
That was so funny. Oh my
Where is
gosh.
the
I was
fluke?
coming
It
home
was
from
Zach
Cleveland
Wilson.
and Colin was updating me on the game. He was like, oh my God, they're going to do it. Dude, they're going to do it. I swear. So funny.
They're on the bye.
Hate the Jets, man.
Bro, what a set of bye weeks. Chiefs, Eagles, and Dolphins all on the bye.
Wow.
But
I'm just getting screwed with bye weeks, dude.
they had to set it up though. Chiefs and Eagles both go on a bye week this week after huge games. One Germany against the Dolphins, one arch rivals Cowboys. They
Yeah.
both go on the bye, and then the Chiefs and Eagles play next week.
Yeah.
The family reunion game, as they call it.
Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins, and Rams, man.
Okay, so the rest of the
Lucky.
Eagles schedule: Chiefs
Could
could lose
lose.
for sure.
Could lose.
Bills
Depends on which Josh.
not
Allen
going to lose. Not the way the Bills look right now.
Yeah,
Depends on which Josh-
49ers,
maybe.
Depends on which
Maybe.
Brock Purdy shows up.
Maybe.
yeah, not going to lose right now.
Not if post Cleveland Browns Brock Purdy shows up.
Exactly.
Hefty flex.
Then they play the Cowboys in Dallas,
Flex.
which they can lose.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then
Dallas
they
is
finish out
playing
the
really
season.
good, too.
Yeah, exactly. But then they finish out the season with Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, Giants.
No.
Who gave them the Giants 2 in the last 3 weeks?
Yeah. So
They're
they're
playing.
going to finish
Dom-
out 4-0 for sure.
Wait,
Well,
should.
should finish out 4
You said
sure.
what? Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, Giants.
Yes.
Maybe the Seahawks.
Watch
maybe. Or a
Look it
trap
now.
game.
Week 17, Kyler Murray is gonna beat the Eagles. Leave the Cowboys the open door.
That'd be so funny.
That's a hot take.
Okay.
That's their reward for letting them beat them.
No, that's the reward.
Cowboys
for
lost to
giving-
the Cardinals, and the
Like,
Cardinals were like,
yeah.
we got you, dogs. So they're
Oh,
going to
yeah,
come
yeah,
in
yeah.
and beat them.
You're right.
There's a chance in there, but I don't think so.
But okay, so
Not
they're
with that
8-1 right now. I think solidly would be saying 2 more losses.
Probably.
Any of the Chiefs, Bills, Niners, and Cowboys.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. And the Cowboys are already a 3-loss team.
3-loss team.
So that would leave them tied. So sorry.
Cowboys and the Browns are both 5-3 right now, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. So yeah, I don't think it's an overreaction.
I don't either. But also, overreaction, maybe. Deshaun Watson actually looked good this week. He had a lot of good moments. I was very happy.
I personally like his throws to Amari Cooper very much.
I personally
Yeah, I'm
didn't
sure
like
you
his
did.
throws to Amari Cooper very much.
Well, the one
He
freaking
decided to use them the
deflection
one
thing,
time
I'm
played
sitting-
against me.
I'm about to say they drew up a play in the sand, pretty much.
He threw a touchdown off a dude's face.
Yep.
There's that too.
1 week
Shout
we
out
get
Mark
lost
Cooper.
by it. 1 week we get it.
Hey, football giveth and football taketh.
Well, yeah, and it's taken a lot from the Cleveland Browns over the course of my life, so I'm happy we're finally getting something.
Well,
back.
you guys also threw a lot away by drafting guys like Johnny Manziel, so
Yeah.
it's not all on the
Yeah.
football gods.
Eh,
You
Nah.
guys also suck at drafting.
nah. Wrong.
Alright.
This
Hey.
Wrong.
Brandon Whedon was once on your team.
Yes.
Just take the L.
Antonio, you guys employed Antonio Brown.
Yeah, but we didn't
That's a
draft
fact.
Antonio Brown at 28 or however old he was.
No, it might be worse. You guys knew he was a psychopath and still brought him in.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll take that.
We knew Johnny Manziel was a head case. We didn't know he was that bad. And then Netflix came out and was like, no, he was that bad. No.
no, actually, it
He's
was.
that
Yeah,
bad.
it was actually probably worse than what you thought it was.
Whatever you think it is, keep going.
But speaking of the Browns, walked away with a W this week. First shutout win since 2007.
Is that the first one this season by any team?
No, Cowboys did
No.
it week one.
Okay.
Yeah, Cowboys
Almost did it
dominated
before.
the Giants week one.
Dominated the Giants.
Yeah.
Those might
But-
be the only two, though.
That sounds right.
Comes
Browns
to-
got a legit defense, man. I'm
No.
super
Hey,
excited that it's finally there.
that's
Ooh,
right.
That's
the Saints
right.
did shut out the Patriots.
Yeah, I completely forgot about
I
that.
Hey,
forgot.
good for you. You totally could have just left that under the rug,
Yep. Oh,
but you admitted to it. He's
Well,
growing.
Brady, we've talked a little bit. Isaac, do you have anything else about the Browns? I'm happy with our progress.
The defense
I-
is disgusting.
we-
Keep the offense rolling.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Some offensive line issues with some.
Yeah, Jed Wills
injuries.
missed going on IR definitely did not
Yeah.
help.
At
Didn't
least it's not for the whole season, as of right now.
I saw
Fingers
something that
crossed.
said Big Thanos is willing to shift over to left tackle.
He is shifting over to left tackle.
he has to.
Jimmy James
Yeah.
Hudson.
Hudson said today in media that he's playing right tackle, and Thanos is going to left. Thanos.
If there's a guy on your line, I want protecting my blind side. I think it's Big Thanos personally.
Yeah, Jed Wills has been a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I was very excited when we brought him in, but I'm almost counting the days to where we let him walk.
That was how I was
It's not
like,
ideal.
With his
I
name.
mean, he could very well lose his job while he's on IR with Thanos over there.
I could see it.
I was almost a free agent anyway. Almost. Like a year left.
We have him next year. We
I
picked.
was
him
gonna say we
this
still have
year.
him next year.
The good news
But
is
both of our tackles are now on IR. Our starting running backs on IR. Nobody really knows what's going on with our quarterback. What a
the
time
good
to be a
news
Browns
is
fan.
he at least used his legs this past week.
He did. He used his
That's
legs.
coming.
He looked. I told my dad today. He looked serviceable.
Yes.
At the barest of minimums, he looked serviceable.
Yes,
he'll
the-
get better each week.
The guy you
fully
threw in the
believe that.
garbage for him put up 34 points, but at least your $230 million man looks serviceable.
Yeah.
This week,
That game sucked.
Yeah,
to
you can
watch.
shut
I'm
up
sorry.
on
It
that.
was so painful to watch. The entire second half was just an absolute crap show.
For who? The Browns?
Yeah, the Browns game.
Yeah.
Because you knew the Browns were going to get a stop on defense no matter what. But then the Cardinals would come out and still get a stop on defense because the Browns offense just did nothing. You're like, all right, come on, guys. They suck. Move the ball.
Watching somebody else wear number 11 this week sucked.
It was weird.
yeah,
It was
Bro,
kinda
It was
weird.
different.
Yeah, but now DPJ is just another former Michigan player again. So, boo.
Yeah.
Bro, I walked out of my bedroom and I looked at the TV and I watched the punt return. I was like, it's really weird not being DPJ. And Matt goes, oh, yeah, that is kind of weird. I was like, yeah.
But Richard, please discuss Patriots this week.
We lost a nail biter to Sam Howell because Juju Smith-Schuster is the worst wide receiver in football. Pain. Mac Jones threw an extremely catchable slant directly to Juju's hands, and he like didn't close his hands at the same time, so the bottom man hit the ball up directly to a defender for the game-sealing interception.
And yet, who does that stat go on?
Mac Joe.
McCorkle.
Mac Jones.
Sam Howell.
You guys
threw
wanna hear a
pick in the
fun
red
fact?
zone.
I like fun facts.
Deshaun Watson has a higher QBR than Mac Jones.
He's also played less games.
That's so
It don't matter.
that's so funny, dude.
I mean, Deshaun Watson should have a better QBR than Mac Jones. I mean, but yeah, we got diced up by Sam Howell. Kind of. He had a boatload of passing yards, but they just could not get in the end zone. But
Is it time, Brady? Is it time to hit the panic button in New England?
Let's not hit the panic button after week 3.
Do you guys draft a quarterback this offseason?
I don't even know. Because with how deep the class is, I think we probably should. But I think that if they do decide that this is Bill's last year, I think the possibility of seeing how Mac is with a different head coach is there. Because then we'd actually know if Bill or Mac was the problem.
Yeah.
So, while I think we probably should move on from both at the same time, I think it's much more likely that Mac stays than Bill.
How many more years does Mac have?
This is year 3, so we would have to pick up his options offseason. We have to decide.
If you want.
Which I think if Bill's gone, I don't think we pick up his option.
No.
But
That's so weird to think about that Bill Belichick might not be a head coach after
so we're
next
thinking
week.
that Bill Belichick might be fired before the end of the season.
That's what I mean. Like after next week.
Yeah,
I still don't see it.
I still think that we should relieve him of GM duties. I've been saying that for a while. Relieve him of GM duties. Let him coast out the year as head coach. Maybe get another 2 wins, and then either retire or go off to somewhere else and try to set the wins record or whatever.
Which he's going to do.
I think the only
So-
scarier thing about that is I think if Bill Belichick leaves, I think Bill O'Brien has an outside chance of being the next head coach, and that scares me.
He's going to be.
It'll be Matt Patricia.
I think
What
Robert
would you
Kraft
do if
would
the
sell
Patriots
him.
hired
there.
Matt Patricia?
I'd rather have Matt Cannon.
That's crazy.
I saw something earlier today, and it said the offense got worse when they fired Patricia and brought Bill O'Brien.
Well, that's because our wide receivers got worse somehow. Really should have gone the other way because we added, but we also dropped Jacoby Myers for Juju, so that actually no, that tracks. Juju might literally be the second worst player in all of the NFL.
Who's number 1?
Chase Claypool.
All right, yeah.
Bro checked in for 1 play in the Dolphins Chiefs game and got a penalty. His first play he was in on.
He also jumped on a
He had
fumble.
false start.
That might have been later.
I would assume so since it was the first play he was in on.
Yeah.
Because he came in when Waddle got hurt. Yes.
Yeah, so
That's the thing.
Yeah. Jalen Waddle fantasy owners punching the air right now.
Push the year
Speaking
every
of
week.
fantasy football, our league's pretty tight this year.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Our league's getting pretty wild.
With the exception of one outlier, everybody's 3-6 or 6-3 or somewhere in between. Everybody's close.
Patrick would be 3-6 if he just played a quarterback against Peyton.
Yeah.
I play Peyton next week.
Oh, good. You get a bye week.
I think you
No.
better win. Don't say that. He beat Carson. Don't say that.
The top 2 teams in the league play this week. Carson and I. And half my team is on bye. And I'm either playing Tyson Badgett or Bryce Young.
And then the other half of your team's on by next week, right?
No, not really.
Or I guess not
That's
anymore.
kind of mixed up now. But yeah, week 10 was my scheduled bye week for the whole year, and now it's looking kind of rough because now I play the best team in the league.
I played
Yeah.
the
Week
other
9
team.
was mine. Daniel beat me last week. And granted, he had CJ Stroud and Tank Dell, so I doubt that I would have beat him even if I had my entire lineup in.
Yeah, you didn't really have a chance
No.
now.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
combined for a ripe 83 points. Yeah. Oh.
I was just watching that game like, okay. That one stings a little bit.
Yeah,
but
well,
If they
Take this
technically
week
played a
off.
normal game, you would have won.
Yeah, hoping for a bounce back week this week. Who do I play? I play.
No, you don't play Patrick this week.
No.
No, I play. I play Isaac Schultz maybe.
I know you play me next week.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
If
you
I
play
lose to you,
Schultz.
Brady, I might cry. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys' game is actually at 50-50 right now. In case you're wondering.
Me and Brady.
No, you and Schultz.
Well, yeah, I know. It's a lot closer than it should be
Yeah.
because Jalen Waddle's out. That's the one knock on my fantasy team is I'm not deep. So
No, we've got the two best running backs in all of fantasy football, so we got that going for you.
I do. I decline trade offers for both of them every day.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times where like Carson and I have been talking about trades, and he'd like say something. Oh, maybe I can trade Clayton. I said no. Clayton won't want to trade with you. Just
Clayton doesn't buy people's bullcrap trades.
Exactly. That's what I told him.
I will say, shout out Isaac Schultz. His public shaming strategy is very funny. I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play Leo this week. Lucky me. AJ Brown and Tyreek Hill are out.
Yeah, that's true. You might be
Yeah.
Leo might be done for this week. We'll see though. I played Bechtel.
We'll see though.
I played Bechtel. He got Patrick Mahomes on bye, so
Yeah, but Leo has Marquise Brown, who could either be really good or really bad. With
yeah,
Kyler
that's
coming back
true.
this week.
Kyler's back against the
True.
Falcons.
That's why one
Having the Browns defense, I will say, was very nice last week. Not that it made a difference because of who I went against, but watching them like succeed and shut out a team felt great.
Yeah. Speaking of fantasy week 9, I somehow beat Matt. It did happen.
My team was garbage. You
Going through
deserve
my
that win
phone,
through
I
and
was
through.
like,
My team was bad.
Yeah, I've made way more roster moves than a normal person makes. Hopefully, I will continue to string a couple together.
You guys should be happy that we don't do like per transaction fees. In my dad's leagues, one of them's $1 per transaction, and one of them is $5 per transaction.
Oh, these two would be broke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you do.
The
You two would
two
both
of
be
us and
screwed.
Daniel. Daniel's made almost as many transactions as we have. He's
I
only like
swear
5
that
behind
the
us.
three of you just stare at your phones the entire day, waiting to see what drops.
Speaking of which, shout out to Bechtel for just straight up dropping Tyler Algier.
Yeah, that one kind of confused me.
I was like,
I didn't even notice.
all right, Zach Moss is slowly losing his rushing shares, so I'll take that.
That was
I
just
picked
funny.
him up to be safe.
Yeah, I know. So,
I got the notification that you made a roster move. We go, who did Matt pick up? I like that. I go, back to drop Tyler Algier.
Yep, because they finally switched Justin Fields to doubtful from questionable, but I had him in my IR spot, and doubtful is not good enough to keep him in your IR spot, so I had to bring him on, get rid of Bryce Young, and then
I have a
make the
doubtful
home
player in
run.
my Irish spot too.
Yeah, but you can't make any moves. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I know. No, I know what you mean. But I should just drop my doubtful player because there's no reason for me to have 2 kickers.
We should do a transaction limit. That'd be kind of funny.
No.
That would be interesting. But it also limits
'Cause,
trades.
Like I
It's
said, the
fun
two
to
of
have
you
trades.
just scroll through your phones the entire day, waiting to see what drops.
No, I just click on the notification when it pops up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you don't have to pay attention in school. You can do stuff like that.
Yep.
No, it's just my major, Had a fantasy football trade due by 6 p.m.
You're right. It has nothing to do with the college you're at either.
Nope.
In his defense, his major is literally named sports management.
Yeah.
And running a fantasy football team is managing sports. So
You definitely should talk to one of your professors and be like, well, can I apply this to my coaching minor?
that'd be really funny if you guys
That'd be really funny.
part of
You
your
could- you
class
might
was
get away
doing
with
fantasy
that.
sports.
If my coaching class was coached by the football coach, maybe, but it's coached by our now retired men's basketball coach.
No, yeah, you don't have a chance.
No, he's an all Pittsburgh sports guy. No chance.
Loser.
Boo him.
I do. Anytime he talks about Christby, I do say Christby out loud in class.
Good.
And he always looks around. It's really funny.
What I think is funny is that I went on record one time and said that the NBA is going to Pittsburgh before they go back to Seattle.
Yeah, why'd you
I did an interview on my old boss's podcast, and he was like, what's your best hot take? And I was like, oh, yeah, the NBA doesn't go back to Seattle, and they go to Pittsburgh instead.
Going to Mexico City.
That'd be kind of fun.
Antigua.
Antigua?
Yeah.
Well, Mexico doesn't have any pro sports teams. What pro sports could you get off the ground in Mexico, the 4 majors? Definitely
Baseball.
not hockey.
NFL.
I was just saying, I mean, they
Baseball.
have league.
It would have to be baseball.
They have a big soccer league, but yeah, you could do them. You could do
you'd get away with a baseball team. You could get away with a baseball team in Puerto Rico too. I
Mexico
think.
City's not super far away though. It's no further
No.
than going to like Toronto or Montreal.
No, it's
teams,
really it's not crazy.
Yeah,
I think they could do football too.
they could.
Yeah, playing Estadio second. Yeah, would do the job.
I don't think they would ruin the integrity of Estadio Azteca for that.
Well, that's where they always play the Mexico City game. So.
Yeah, but I mean, like for a full season, they'd
maybe.
probably make a new stadium.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
I bet they would, just so that way they don't tear it up as much.
Exactly. It is one.
However,
of
the XFL did play in a
world.
bunch of
Yeah.
MLS stadiums when they first came back.
Yeah. Is that an episode?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I want to shout out Paige Booker. She got her first bucket in 585 days today.
Elite.
Oop.
She was the chick from Gonzaga women's
UConn.
basketball. UConn?
You got.
Oh
And
wait, yeah.
literally
Okay,
literally
I know who
looking
you're
at her
talking about
jersey,
now.
and I had the colors right. Not important.
Yeah, because she tore ACL like right before the season last year, right?
Yeah, well, because she won Rookie of the Year and was like Player of the Year too.
Yeah, and then because that was after Sabrina, or maybe they played the same year.
I think
No.
they worked together for a little. I think
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
wild.
Sabrina might have been a
idea.
senior when she was a freshman.
yeah. Well, but she went to Oregon, so
Oh
they
yeah.
didn't play together.
She's also the only WNBA player I can name right now. So
Yeah, because she came before what's her face from Iowa,
Yeah.
who's also already
Caitlin
falling.
Clark.
oh, Caitlin Clark, and then the funniest stat of the week, without a doubt, in my mind, is Colorado beating the crap out of LSU in women's
Yes.
basketball.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
I looked at my phone and I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" I was blown away.
First in the year, them one team getting blown out.
yeah. One of those teams that's expected to basically go undefeated the entire year, and they lose game one.
They lost by almost like 20 points too. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was like 98-70 or 96-78. Maybe Brady looked that up.
The air's
I think it
different up
was
there,
like
man.
86-78. I don't think it was as much as you guys think it
I
was.
thought it might not have been. I could have sworn that it was like by almost 20 points, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
I'm going.
Did you want to talk about the World Series? Is that the way
That's where I was
Okay.
gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah,
guys, the Rangers won the World Series.
Austin
first time in
Peay.
franchise history.
Yeah, good for them.
They finally did not choke it to David Freese because he's retired.
And the Cardinals couldn't even make the playoffs because of bad.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah.
Just imagine
Happens to the best
Cardinals
of us.
make the playoffs. David Freese comes out like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That'd be kind of funny.
He's the guy.
It would be absolutely hilarious. Where is this game at?
It was like 3 days ago.
It was Monday.
Okay, it was 2 days.
Yeah,
ago.
I know. I'm sitting here.
Just look up
scrolling
Colorado
through-
versus
scrolling
LSU
through the
basketball.
Monday slate. Ferraro, what the heck are we doing?
I'm gonna beat you.
You probably will.
NCAA women's basketball 2 days ago. Oh my goodness, everybody played.
92-78.
Wow, really?
Okay, it was in the 90s.
Yeah, you're right.
Colorado is ranked number 20.
Oh, I thought they were unranked. Okay, that
I-
makes a little bit more sense then, I guess. I thought that they were unranked, just coming in out of nowhere and beating them.
LSU plays Queen's University next.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta have a
not
bounce
real
back. Yeah, they play
That's
the
like
school
beat-
fun.
When I was a freshman, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. The first college basketball game I ever went to at BG was BG versus Ohio Wesleyan. Yeah, they won by 40 points. Daquan Plowden did had a crazy dunk in the first half. It was awesome.
I watched Ohio State play Morgan State once.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
We watched Ohio State beat Michigan State when we were freshmen in high school, Matt.
We did because Coach Bacon was sitting courtside.
It was so funny. We found him because we were up in the third deck.
Well,
and we
yeah,
like,
you
looked
could
down
tell
and
the
found
shape
him.
of his head from freaking a mile away.
Yeah, you could. Shout out to Kevin Bacon.
But not that Kevin Bacon.
Not the Kevin Bacon y'all are thinking of.
Oh, okay.
The Kevin Bacon.
Can't stand that guy. All right.
But before we wrap up, the Guardians did hire a new manager. Former two-time All-Star and World Series champion Stephen Vogt is now our manager. He has one singular year of coaching experience He was the bullpen coach for Seattle last year. But, I mean, 10-plus year vet. Was basically Mike Napoli for the good Oakland teams. Not that any of you might remember them, but
That's such an oxymoron, but go ahead.
Years and days?
No, like 2012 through 16 when they were actually in the playoffs every year.
Oh,
And they had those sick jerseys, dude. The 2012 A's jerseys.
Yeah.
Those were so good.
green and
Anyway,
gold.
continue.
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't think Mike Napoli actually applied, so second best option.
Just the dollar store version of him.
Basically.
Yeah.
We interviewed Craig Counsell, who was the best available name on the market.
He wanted money.
Yeah. The weirdest part of it all is they're like, yeah, he's either going back to Milwaukee or he's going to New York or he's going to Cleveland. He signed with Chicago, who already had a manager. They were just like, they literally announced the firing of David Ross and the hiring of Craig Counsell in the same press release. They're like, we have relieved manager David Ross of his duties, but we've also appointed Craig Counsell to the manager position. 5 years, $40 million.
I hope they suck.
He will make more money over the next 5 years per season than Ozzie Albies.
Who was on the best team in baseball this year?
Yep.
The starting second baseman for
And
the best team in
also-
baseball this year.
Yep. So yeah, the Mets hired some hitting coach from the Yankees, which is an oxymoron because the Yankees don't know how to do that. Oh yeah. Also, highlight of yesterday, the Yankees GM Brian Cashman went on a filibuster about how good he thinks the Yankees are. Apparently, we're laughing at people who were making fun of the offense.
Not a hot take. They're going to be trash again. Wrap it up. Oh, no, wait. We got to talk about what?
So not a hot take. I was agreeing
Isn't that
with
what
you.
I said? Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
I was agreeing with you.
Okay, cool.
You gotta do what?
You got to talk about your boy. The Rangers.
Hedges?
Didn't you want to? No?
Oh, I was just
All right.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah,
Wrap it up.
like-
No, he's-
Austin Hedges made a bet with known Cleveland media person, whatever you want to call it, Chris Rose, that if the Rangers won the World Series, that he would wear assless chaps to the World Series parade with a cowboy hat, and the Rangers did in fact win. So
Wasn't he wearing them to meetings too? Or something like that?
no, he was walking around in his underwear with how many games left written on his butt.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Austin Hedges is a menace. I need to publicly apologize for all of the slander.
I was gonna say you talked so much, not quite as much crap as I've talked about James Karinchak, but you threw Austin Hedges under the bus a lot when he was in Cleveland.
It's because he can't hit, but he's a clubhouse legend.
And a great
Indeed.
defensive catcher.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Apparently he's a genius.
That was the name of the game then, because we had Roberto Perez and
Hedges.
Austin Hedges. Yeah. Roberto Perez wasn't a terrible hitter by any means, but he wasn't anywhere near good.
No, he had one good season. He had a good World Series, and he was good the next year after that. And then he was bad.
And now we have Bo Naylor.
The icon, the legend himself, Beauregard Naylor. Also,
Beauregard.
his actual name is Noah, but we're rolling Beauregard.
Well,
They need to go trade for his brother. The other brother.
Miles.
I was
Save
scared
him
to
from
count
Oakland.
Square.
I was
Save
gonna say,
it.
I thought
2 out of 3.
is that a podcast?
That's a podcast.
That is definitely
Complete
a
the
podcast.
trifecta.
All right.
I got a Timberwolves game to catch.
I have a cat.
This concludes episode, and I got to go watch the Falcons. I think they scored a touchdown. They're up 14 now. But
Yeah, baby.
this concludes episode number 1012 of the Hot Take Sports Podcast. Make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Hot Take Sports 16. Give us your best hot take. UFC 295 is this weekend, so make sure to give us your picks. Make sure to use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase. I used that this weekend. I actually created a whole new account so that way I could use our discount because it does work. $20 off of your first purchase for Red Wings versus Blue Jackets tickets in Detroit, 1 o'clock this Saturday. I'm super excited. And yeah, make sure to follow us. Use code HTS, SeatGeek, $20 off your first purchase. Save yourself some money. And we will see you all next time.